apartment seems to have gone to the Idi Amin School of Personal Charm.
I know. If we'd only known, we would have appreciated Burgess a little more.
Yep. Hey, hey, hey. Who's ready to get down?
Not me. I'm a mess.
Well, welcome back.
Excuse me?
Well, the last I heard, you were taking up residency in Boardman.
Ah, save it, Scanlon. Jealousy doesn't become you.
Why on earth would I ever be jealous of you?
Because it takes more than Irish charm to save a patient's life. Wait a minute, Irish charm, isn't that an oxymoron? Like
the only moron around here is you.
Good one.
Hey, how are you?
I need a shower.
Party Central.
This is Danielle. Is Jake there? It's really important.
No, we haven't seen Jake. Whatever he's up to, he missed his first day in the OR. Hello? Hello? Is it me, or is trouble brewing over at Ken and Barbie's dream house?
I think we should congratulate ourselves.
For what? For what?
Well, the three of us somehow managed to get Serena ready for that back-to-school, new school night without letting her know how worried we really are.
At least we know that Jake and Danielle are having family problems. They may not be acting the way they are because they're in on something with Rex.
Well, I don't buy that.
Well, maybe I want to, you know. Maybe I'm right. Maybe they're not capable of doing such terrible things.
Oh, come on, Lucy. Anybody with a half a brain would realize that they're in cahoots. The first time I met Rex, he couldn't wait to hightail it back to Danielle's apartment.
Well, he happens to be Danielle's uncle. Maybe he just wanted to tell her that he'd met you.
No, she's in it right up to those pouty lips of hers, and you thought so yourself a little while ago.
Yeah, okay, I admit, maybe I did. But now that we found out about Jake's family problems, maybe that changes everything.
That doesn't change anything.
Scott, he seems like a decent guy. He seems like he's devoted to his parents.
Oh, come on. We ought to have our heads examined for telling her in the first place.
We told her because she deserves to know. And because we need her help, which is exactly what she's giving us.
Oh, you call that help? She's campaigning for those two.
Would you get off her back?
Doc, it's okay. It's okay.
Now listen, Serena's safety is at stake here, and she's babbling about how great Jake is. Well, I'm having a little trouble being sensitive to their domestic problems.
Well, sensitivity's never been your strong suit, has it?
No.
I don't...
What are you guys fighting about?
I don't care about your stupid rules. Listen, I need to know if Dr. Jake Marshak is on that plane. Yes, I'll hold.
By the way, how is that phone working out for you? I never did receive a thank you. I'm sure it must have gotten lost in the mail.
Yes, I'm still holding. Listen, this is a matter of life and death.
But they never heard that one before. Give me this.
What are you doing?
I'm saving you 45 cents a minute. They are not going to tell you if Loverboy was on that plane, and we already know that he's not at the hospital. Did Uncle Rex really poison him? Or is all of this just one big, nasty game?
Jake wouldn't let you hurt him like that. He's too strong and too smart. You're saying that to scare me.
In the words of that ill-fated Danish prince, therein lies the rub. I mean, it certainly seems plausible that Uncle Rex is lying, but you have no way of knowing. If only Jake would answer that darn pager of his.
It doesn't work on the plane.
Is that where he is? I wasn't aware that the airline had confirmed his whereabouts. But not to worry. We're starting to narrow down the possibilities. Your fearless physician is either traveling coach with his complimentary beverage and bag of peanuts, or he's lying in some small, dark hole known only to me, gasping for every last breath, the poison coursing its way through his veins, in desperate need of this. So, which one is it? See, dying alone or traveling coach to Bayonne? In my mind, they're both a kind of hell.
Why are you torturing me like this?
Because I'm crazy. Isn't that what you called me?
You can do whatever you want to me, but don't touch Jake, please.
Hi. Are you okay?
You all should have time out.
I think you're right. Sometimes when grown-ups spend a lot of time together, we get a little edgy.
That happens to kids, too. Is it time to go?
You bet it is.
Look at you. I love this new dress with the bows and the green.
Thanks for giving her a new dress.
Will you fix my hair?
I would love to.
I can't wait.
Yeah, well, you know, I like a potluck night.
Hope I make new friends.
You are going to make zillions and zillions and billions of new friends.
See you tonight.
Yes, you will. Hey, if you get back early enough, do you want to go to the video store with me?
Yeah, can we get a movie with Kelly Grant?
Yes, of course we can.
Oh, what are we taking to the potluck?
Oh, will I just take a six-pack of Yoo-hoo?
Daddy, no.
No, listen, I bought you a loaf of French bread to take. It's in the kitchen.
I'll go get it. How's your dad?
He's a lot better. I gave him that picture you drew for him. He really liked it.
I'm glad your dad's better.
Yeah. And I know what Serena means to you. Well, aren't you proud of us for being so involved? Hello? Where'd you go?
I was just thinking about Cary Grant.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think Joe was right.
About what?
The way you sucked up to Boardman today, it was truly disgusting.
It was, wasn't it? You know, the amazing thing is he fell for it hook, line, and sinker. And maybe that's why he asked me to go fishing with him.
He is scary. Imagine fishing with you. Ugh. The thought makes me shudder.
Come on, let's go.
Ready for a little post-op cocktail?
No, I'm gonna stay here and get some work done.
Work?
Okay, you got me. I'm gonna wait and see how Karen's doing. Boardman really laid into her.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Hey, how is she?
A little better, considering the day she had.
Yeah, it's pretty painful for all of us.
I've got to meet Frank at the recovery room. Anybody coming?
Maybe later.
Yeah, count me in.
Okay.
Julie,
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Shoot.
If I hate surgeons so much, why do I want to become one so badly?
Good question.
Yeah.
Why do I feel that you would have stayed here all night waiting for me to come out of that shower?
Thought maybe you could use a friend.
No, you thought maybe I'd fall apart.
It's none of my business, but you seem a little upset.
Well, I was just worried about Jake. He had to go home for a family emergency.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope everything works out.
Aren't you going to introduce me?
Oh, this is Frank Scanlon. Jake works with his brother, my Uncle Rex.
Frank, nice to meet you. Say, we'd love to stay and chat, but we've got to get the little lady here back to work. I think it's all for the best. It'll keep your mind off your troubles.
Oh, good luck. And nice meeting you.
My pleasure. See, why don't I walk you back to your car?
Why? I'd be safer with a car thief than you.
Danielle, when are you ever going to realize it? I merely want to help you. Now, we will go back to my place. I will teach you how to handle Lucy Coe, but you better learn fast if you want to save your boyfriend's pathetic life. Come on.
So, how's everything at home?
Home meaning Frank and Julie?
Sure, why not?
He must be a masochist to ask. Those two are so much in love, it's nauseating. Oh, look. He even dressed up in his Sunday best just for her.
So it's business as usual, or is anything else going on?
Anything else like what?
Just asking.
Right. Hey. Sorry we're late. Our day in the OR was a long one.
Yeah, in many ways.
That's good, man. No problem. I just got here.
What's with the outfit, bro? Didn't know the recovery room required jackets and ties now.
Julie and I are going someplace later.
Oh. Have time for a quick round?
Absolutely.
Yeah? Okay, let me get it.
Thanks. Draft and a soda.
Yeah?
Okay. Thanks for not mentioning my dad.
Oh, hey, I'll play this any way you want. Did you talk to him today?
Just by phone. To set up dinner. He had appointments and I had the OR.
So, how was your day?
Don't ask.
It's too late. I already did.
Couldn't have been worse. But compared to Karen's, it was a piece of cake.
Do you think he'll ever stop giving me a hard time?
I don't know. I saw the tears in your eyes today.
I wasn't gonna cry.
You said anything about crying. I mean, you weren't scared of Boardman. You were angry with him. With good reason.
You saw that?
I know you. I mean, I've seen you in the ER. I saw you with Burgess. I mean, even when she leaned on you in front of the whole group, you didn't miss a beat. You know, and the same thing happened today with that jerk. You were so angry you were going to explode. But you spoiled his fun. I mean, you held it together and did your work.
Joe, do you know that I wanted to throw him against a wall?
Let me tell you something. If that guy didn't hold our future in his hands, I would have performed surgery on him right then and there.
Mostly it's the way he speaks to me, but also it's the way he treats the patients in rounds.
Exactly, until someone like Quartermain or Burgess walks in, or somebody in power, and all of a sudden he's this great, wonderful doctor with this great bedside manner.
I really want to be a doctor, but if success means behaving like that...
No, but you know what, Karen? Most doctors are not like him.
Yeah, you know, I want to believe that, but...
Hey, I was really proud of you today. I mean, you held it together like a champ.
Thanks, Joe.
I wish I would have taken notes, because when it becomes my turn, I hope I can handle it as well as you did.
Hey, Joe. Wait a minute, okay?
So you're thinking about Cary Grant?
One of his movies.
Well, that's a big help,
Will
Lucy.
you just give her a chance? All right, I'm listening.
All right. The federal agency, some federal agency, creates a man. Sends them all over, flying all over, buying airline tickets, checking into hotels, only it doesn't really exist, this man. It's just to fool the bad guy, James Mason. It's just paper. Oh, I love that part where Martin Landau steps on Cary Grant's hand. It's a great
What
part.
movie is that?
North by
Wait,
West.
never mind what movie that is. Why are you telling us this?
Believe me, there's a reason. Now, just go on.
Okay, I started thinking, what if this is exactly what Rex did, the same thing? What if he's created a paper trail? What if he never went to Europe? What if he was just sending overseas memos, you know, email and those long-distance phone calls? What if he did all that without ever leaving Port Charles?
Well, now that I think about it, Serena never mentioned a guy. She only remembers a woman.
That would fit in with Lucy's reasoning.
Thank you. And I never saw a woman. I just saw a guy. So the woman could have been with Serena. Think. Rex could have masterminded the whole entire thing, all the while covering every single track of his.
Well, that's what I've been trying to tell you, too, that Rex is driving the boat and Danielle is doing all the dirty work.
No, wait. I am not ready to say that Danielle's involved.
Well, who else would it be?
I don't know, but I don't want to accuse Danielle of kidnapping yet. Scott, she is Dominique's half-sister.
So was Catherine Bell.
Okay. Could I at least make a teeny tiny suggestion?
What?
Look, Kevin and, well, we're trying to get to know Jake and Danielle, right? And Danielle wants to be my friend, I think. She's starting to open up. Let us keep our eyes on them. You have not exactly been subtle in all this.
Oh, and so what am I supposed to do? Just to stand around until she spills the beans to you?
You have a better idea?
Yeah, I have a better idea. I grab her by the throat and I choke it out of her. I say, what is Stanton up to?
That's good. That's brilliant. That will work, Scott.
Please.
No, I'll get it.
I just wanted to let you know how important your friendship is to me. No, wait.
Karen.
No one else would look into my eyes and see tears and know that I'm angry.
Karen. Look, I know you're married and you're working on things with Jagger.
That's not what I'm talking about, though. I mean, I know that we're friends, but this isn't about Jagger. This is about...
Dr. Wexler. Still standing, huh?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
Well, surgery can take its toll if you're not strong enough.
I am.
Good, because Jake Marshak took off and left a hole in the schedule. So you and Dr. Scanlon, the master of the hand drill, are on for the night shift.
But that means that we're going to have to work through the whole night, and we already...
Do you have a problem with that?
No.
Well, it looks like the two of you are going to be spending a lot of time together.
I'm gonna make it an early night. Got a lot of reading to do. So.
Night, Matt.
Good night. Talk to you soon.
All right.
Take care, man.
See you, Frank.
You know, we should go. Your dad said 8, right?
Yeah, give me a minute with Eve. I want to thank you. For what? Keeping the secret about my father. Who else knows about this? Just you and Frank. Oh, and Chris knows. Does he really? My dad will only be in town a few days, so if you could keep it quiet until then... Well, I don't know. I mean, actually, I think that if you tell Boardman, think of all the mileage you'll get out of it. I mean, we could probably even get him to come over and clean our apartment. That's the last thing I want. I'll tell you something. I liked it better when no one knew who my father was. Yeah, well, it's no picnic for me either, okay? Knowing that Bennett Devlin can drop by our apartment at any time.
Julie?
I'm coming.
So when did you and Julie become so chummy?
Oh, we have a few things in common. Oh, and for your information, the father showed up last night.
Why would I care?
Oh, you care. After all the trouble you went through stealing her file. This is your moment. This is the whole reason that you were after Julie. He's here. And you're gonna get to try out your famous kiss-up routine with the equally famous Bennett Devlin. Would you like to deny that?
Where do you usually like the break?
That all depends on the fabric, don't you think?
A gentleman who appreciates fine workmanship. I like that.
Well, I'm just old-fashioned. Although sometimes I feel assaulted by the modern world. Does that ever happen to you?
All the time.
Yes, the money class has become so crude. People with a veritable fortune at their disposal, and what do? They drive around in pickup trucks, dressing like they're running some roadside vegetable stand and sending their children to public school. And what was with that goatee he finally shaved off anyway? I mean, what did he think? He was the wayward brother of Peter, Paul, and Mary? I kept waiting for him to break into If I Had a Hammer. Sorry, I have a lot of feelings on the subject. All I was trying to say is there are those who deserve to be wealthy and those who don't.
Hi, what are you doing here?
Guess what? Her name is Danielle, and she is working for me now.
I remember you from the park. And the day I went to see Lucy.
Oh, you are so very smart. You see, Scott and Serena here are going to her potluck dinner at her new school.
That's right. Let's get going here. Let's get rid of Dirty Kitty. Hey, guess what? I remembered your teacher's name.
What is it?
It's DeVille, but you can call her Corilla.
Hey, have fun, you guys. Think Cary Grant afterwards. Is that not the happiest little girl? I really believe Dominique is up there watching over her.
Danielle? What's wrong?
It's about Serena.